for football here at Ford Field in Detroit. Today, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions.
It's time. Please welcome Dan Campbell and your defending NFC North champion, Detroit Lions.
Money up to a whole nother level. Don't know no better. When I got rich and bro coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen ready to get this one going. Jake Bates set to get it started. And off we go from Ford Field. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran, still going, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this has proven to be a really hard team to beat.
And a good start on the ground. He gets 8 on the game's opener. He's back to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down and a yard. They'll run once more with 4. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Second and 4 at their 48-yard line. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 4. Again, it's 4. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. He's gained a 46-yard line. It's a gain of 6. First down, Cleveland.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the first down.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Cedric Tillman was the intended target, and that will lead to a second down. They'll run with 4. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 14 on that one. It's a Browns first down. And the Browns first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it. And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. A run straight ahead. That's Ford. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches. pieces in their back pocket, but I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
Flacco. That's caught. It's Jerome Ford. He's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
So there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number one, the traditional handles. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
There's a short throw caught by Njoku.
Complete to David Njoku. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is 3rd down. Here's Flacco. Oh, the ball's out. The Lions have got it.
That's just going to be a really deflating way to start this game. Like when you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball, they knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll bring this up to the 22. Devin Bush. They're off the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard. He sets up 3rd down.
And 7.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the gun, it's Goff. That one on target for Williams. He's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Detroit.
For the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things will be lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I could point and dive so much that's around.
So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. Lions ball to begin this 2nd quarter. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard box. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but it still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Now, Goff. That's caught. It's Isaac to Sloth. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked by the former Bruin out of UCLA. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Every once in a while, like you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
The Browns offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll step up and run this.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Flacco. Completing that one to Carter. And he'll get about 3 here on 2nd down before he's out of bounds.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing, Flacco. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Of 29 yards.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
What is the deal? What is it? Just do better than that. What's that? Anything? Come on, man.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
I don't think I was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Here we go.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's Flacco to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. And he'll be taken down, but good enough to keep this drive going. It's a 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jack Campbell, the former 1st-round pick, there to wrap him up.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Quick throw taken in by Judy. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Want to pick up a gain of 18. And it sets up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
And he's going to go backward, taken down at the 6.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
The Lions called their first time out, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Flacco to throw. Now, here comes the screen to Ford. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold them to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up third and goal. Flacco. And that is incomplete.
Down this close, third and goal. I think that's a really good decision. Give your coach the ability to make a decision on fourth down. Do you take the points, or do you keep your offense out there and go for 6?
Here we go. Offense still out there. It is fourth and goal. They'll run for it. It's Judkins. And he is not going to get there. Short of the marker. And that's going to be a turnover on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
To Slav, a man in motion. Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. But the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
Throwing on second down. He's got it to the 14-yard line. First reception of the game for St. Brown. And he gives his team a first down.
This is why most teams might decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. One final throw before the break. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here on the 5th floor studios. You can't win if you can't score. That might be the message to the offenses at halftime. Both completely shut down as we are scoreless at the break. First touchdown wins, maybe even next field goal wins. Let's find out who can score the game's first points as we rejoin our commentators, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Defenses control the first half, but when will we see some points? Hopefully soon, as this third quarter begins. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They get 14 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
And he will score. Isaac Touchdown. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Lions 7, Browns nothing.
Touchdown. It's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Jerome Ford. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back out for their first involvement of the second half. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a first down.
Nobody that I really recognize, I ain't surprised to rob the killer vibe. Probably the reason you die trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by in the thighs.
The drive starts with a carry by Ford. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line.
46-yard line.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Oh, a loose football. The Lions have got it. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery.
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it, and that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
The Lions offense ready to get back to work. We'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
Laporta in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. The rookie out of Michigan, Mason Graham, in there for the sack. He forced his way through. A loss of 9.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack. And we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
On 2nd down, Goff. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Goff. He's got his man complete. That's to Slaughter. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark us just shy of the goal line. Well, 3rd and 19, no problem. They pick it up on 3rd and long.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Montgomery, touchdown! A lot of big bodies down there, but at the end of the day, the one that mattered, the one with the ball, finds the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, once that back gets the ball, Mike, he's just looking for a little crack of daylight, and he's thinking, I'm going to run into it and just hope I come out the other side. And in this case, the other side's the end zone, and they get 6.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it, and the Lions move out on top, 14-0.
14. Browns nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Jerome Ford getting set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. throw here to begin the drop. A throw, right side, taken by Njoku.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. Now, faking the give. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Hunting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10.
The career is more at stake when you win your prime. That paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this. Fought through that first contact. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Goff. Back over the middle. Taken in by Laporta. And they'll work this close to a 1st down. Maybe just a tad short.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They're going to get the conversion here on 3rd down. They'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
They'll run the draw with Gibbs. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Away at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here is Goff. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A gain there of 16 yards. 1st down, Detroit.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This this defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, you might be running out of time.
Pass interference. Defense.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Goff gonna hold on to it. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of the Lions in there to get on it, and Detroit keeps possession.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Well, that helps to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Moving left, taking off, he'll try to get there. He's going to have a Lions 1st down, I do believe. Gets it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
Schlesinger on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Browns' 38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. Bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
Throwing, Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bates now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Lions will take themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Browns, nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's down at 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll do so with 1st and 10. caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Flacco. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jerry Jeudy, the intended target. And third down coming up.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go.
Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cleveland.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level, and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties, make the quarterback. The process with the ball in his hand.
They'll work now on second and 4. Here's Flacco. He'll get that out wide to 4. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
So what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
That one out wide to 4. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, and it comes with exactly 1 minute left in the game.
Brings up second and a yard at the 37-yard line.
Now it's second and 1. Now a handoff to Ford. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance both run and pass.
This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they have this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
Throwing, Flacco. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. Stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw is Flacco. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie and a choppy. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City.
Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Can't stop the run. You can't stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run. Stop the run.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
A look there inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Detroit Lions. to get it started. And we are underway in downtown Detroit. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the veteran Stilgo, former Super Bowl MVP, comeback player of the year in 2023. It's Joe Flacco.
I had a coach tell me earlier in my career, Mike, specifically about the quarterback position. If you don't have fast feet, you better have a fast mind. And here we have a guy that has played a lot of games under center. He has seen a lot of football, and while he might not be as mobile, he might not have the arm strength to make all the throws he had earlier in his career, that experience behind center, that experience being in these moments before, man, having that quick mind, there's not a whole lot of defense is going to throw at him that he hasn't seen. And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved, and we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
Not much happening there, just a short game.
He was brought down by Howard Woodgate. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Flacco to throw. A throw behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really smart play, especially considering how early it is in the game. If something's not there, don't force it. Just throw it away and play the next snap.
So on 4th down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. Deep for the Lions, Holly Freeman. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchdown. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. 2nd in passing yards in the NFL.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Goff. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Whoa! Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
That's just a huge letdown there defensively. You have them 3rd and long, and anytime an offense decides to just turn around and give the ball to their running back, it's almost like they're waving the white flag that this possession is over. In this case, not only did they pick up the 1st down, they picked up a huge gain.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he finds some space after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Gibbs. And that'll give him a first down after the pickup of 3.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals. Like they love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Here we go. To throw is Goff. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
To Slav, a man in motion. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, will be a mental letdown.
Isaac Slav was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
So I don't hate the decision, Mike, but it just feels like he put a little too much air on that ball. It just took up way too much time to get to the open receiver. And when you hang a ball that long, the defenders at this level are just going to break and attack on that ball. And he's lucky that didn't end up going back the other direction.
He's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's 3rd down. Goff to throw. He's got it at about the 8. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Here's Gibbs, and he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. Now, Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Yeah, and I think that's a really smart decision. You certainly don't want to take a sack in any goal-to-go situation, or even worse, throw a pick. So understanding he still has 2 more shots at the end zone, I really like that decision.
He's got it at the 3, and he'll take it on in. Sam Laporta, touchdown Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. Punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. We go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Flacco. He's got his man Carter. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball. He was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Here's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Laporta in motion. He'll go play action with Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Miles Garrett. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. It's a toss play. Left to Gibbs. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Nice to have a coach that in these situations say, we're going to call a play, Mike, that in essence just adds yards to the punt. So it's 3rd and a mile. Pick up as many as you can. If you pop one for the 1st down, great. But if not, you bring out the punt team, and however many yards you picked up on 3rd down, you add it on top of the punt.
On 4th down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Back deep, DeAndre Carter to return. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. And so far, not much has gone right. They've had it twice, punted twice. Looking to sustain something here on drive number 3. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
That'll be caught. It's Jerome Ford. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards.
Man, he fit that one in a tight window. One thing he showed off was his arm strength and his accuracy, but in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really amount to much.
3rd down, they need 5. Flacco to throw. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. And to be taken down with the 1st down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Start of the 2nd. Browns in control of the football as they've got it with 1st and 10. Up the middle. Here's Ford. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. He's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
3rd down.
They need to get it to the 27. This is third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
That one joints off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Browns are on the board. It's 7-3. The kickoff team is out of the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run with Gibbs.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. He continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a 1st down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
They hand it to Gibbs. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring him down for a big loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. Now Goff, to get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and 3rd down. Come on.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
18-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. There is a lot of room to operate.
And he's not going to get too far after a gain of just a yard.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. throwing. Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take this one in. Isaac to Small. Touchdown, Lions.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3.
Makes the score Lions 14, Browns 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Open his drive on the ground with 4. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Flacco. Looking deep here for Tillman. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big play for the Browns.
First down.
The gain is 64.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
1st and 10, here comes 4. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Out of the end zone.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's 4. And he's going to have a Browns first down. He gets more than he needs. 4 yards picked up on 4th and 2.
This is a little bit of a tough spot for a play caller, Mike. 4th down. Is it close enough that I can run the ball? Is it far enough that I have to risk a pass? That took some courage to call a run play. And fortunate for them, they're able to celebrate after.
4. Goes over the top and into the end zone.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, the extra point.
After.
He's got it. And the Browns are back within 4. It is 14-10.
Browns 10.
Teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A 2nd down throw for Goff. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Pick up of the 11 yards on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. It takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push. Too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to come back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
Laporta in motion. Throwing on second down. Goff is caught left side by St. Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Goff's go-to guy, St. Brown. Amon-Ra gives the Lions a first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up.
Bill look to throw. That's a good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
That one broken up. And it's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Brings up a third down.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
He's got his man complete. That's to Small. Remember, he had the touchdown catch from last time in football. And here, he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, nobody was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up 1st and goal.
This has been some kind of march downfield now. Can they pay it off with 6? It's 1st and goal. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Smart decision there on 1st and goal. If it's not there early, don't get baited into a bad decision. Just throw it away and live for another down. Really nice decision-making here. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Laporta in motion. On 2nd down, Goff. That one, taken in. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Bates now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions are out to a 21-10 lead. much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Here's Flacco to throw. That's over the middle to his tight end, Njoku. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half. And it just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Flacco. Now, here comes the screen to Full. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To throw is Flacco. Deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you very much. Welcome back, everyone, for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's when the offense will take over. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Here's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Gibbs. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Denzel Ward in on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
To throw is Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's out of bounds as they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. Goff to St. Brown for a big one. It's a gain of 49.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this just shows how special he can be. Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense, no gain.
Now a pitch to Montgomery. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Montgomery. Touchdown. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Here's Bates for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Browns 10.
Kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. To throw. He finds Judy on that one. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
So, from 37, here's second down and a yard. Flacco. Left side, he's got the Jokus. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
They give it, and it's 4. And the struggle continues. He's dropped behind the line again.
Back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Flacco. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. It's Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, that might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Looking deep here for Tillman. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And no return forthcoming. It's touchbacks and come out to the 20-yard line. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes. Mason Brown in there to drop that time. It's a loss of 7.
After allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
One out wide to Gibbs. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28. Good.
This guy's really starting to roll now, and his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. A gain of 6.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. He'll go right back to Laporta. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Now Gibbs. And he's able to find a crease. Get ahead for 7. And bring up 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Throwing, Goff. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will score. Samir Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Bates now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Lions are going to extend their lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes Ford on the return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Starts with a carry by Ford. And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A give to Ford on the zone read. He'll get past the margin. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Flacco. He's got his man, Carter. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones. So here in the second half, it's obvious the offense finds themselves in a tough spot, trailing by this many points. But really what makes it difficult is when you have to operate, Mike, in a comeback situation where you have to air the ball out every single play, it stresses your offensive line, it stresses your quarterback, it stresses your playmakers. It is just a really difficult way to play offensive football in the NFL. They've got to do it really for the remainder of this half. Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the third quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue, and I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. From the gun, here's Gibbs. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Devin Bush. They're on the stop.
At the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Gibbs. And not much there. Good defense. Elliott to no gain.
Brought down by Denzel. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. They'll bring it up. 2nd down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 6. They'll look to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Jerome Ford was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
The Browns getting their punting team out there, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return is not going anywhere.
At their own 22-yard
line. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On play action. Goff. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. The fourth quarter begins, and it's a run with Montgomery. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
3rd down and 9.
Now, Goff. He'll get this out to his running back. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Here's Flacco to throw. Here's a screen set up for 4. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. Uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On the handoff, 4. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
3rd and a yard. He'll try and run for the 1st down. It's 4. It looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's gotten enough. They convert on 3rd down.
And this is just a defeated defense at this point in the game, Mike. It's been like this all day long. They just have not been able to get the stops when they've needed them. Here's another chance on 3rd down, and they just can't make a play.
They'll go back to forward on 1st down. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Now Flacco. We'll get that out wide to Ford. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down. After a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, like the days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to. Yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing it. Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
On 2nd down, it's Ford. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
48-yard line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? To throw is Flacco. Open man, left side. He's got it. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Looking deep here for Tillman. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
To Slav, a man in motion. That's a short one, caught by LaPorta. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. Will put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Goff. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Goff to throw. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
It's 4th down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier. I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So, after a field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Flacco. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
It's going to be 3rd. They need 1. We'll try and run for the first with Judkins.
And this is really just all about the second effort. I mean, they've gotten him stopped initially, but it's his ability to just continue to push through the initial contact, push forward to that first down marker, and he didn't get it by much, but that's a really good effort.
So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Again, it's Judkins. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and a yard. Flacco to throw. His throw left is complete with Judy. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns first down. Here's Flacco. Right back to Judy. He's got it again. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches and tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think you'd be able to corral. You can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
That is caught outright on the RPO. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
First down.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Broncos pass. Complete to number 10, LinwoodDeshawn jumped in. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They face 2nd down and 7. Back to the air one more time. A throw caught by Judy on the outside. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9. First down.
And while this game is certainly all but over, this drive really comes down to pride. On one side, you got a team trying to show they're willing to fight all the way to the end. And then the other, they don't want to give up a touchdown at this point in the game.
Throwing, Flacco. That'll be caught by the running back, Judkins.
Complete to LinwoodDeshawn Judkins. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 10-yard line.
2nd down, they need 3. Here we go. One final play. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So it's a win here for the Lions. And it was their defense that led the way as they pitched a shutout in the second half. No points allowed, and they cruised to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.